It's now. It's what's happening.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
What's happening?
It's what's happening this week in Indy and surrounding areas.
Tell me more.
This is In the Community. In the Community.
Welcome to In the Community. I'm Wish TV's Events Manager Allan Haw, and I'm glad you're here. I want to thank everyone who came out to the Earth Day Indiana Festival last weekend. We had a lot of fun at Garfield Park. Looking for something fun to do this weekend? There's lots of fun stuff going on in and around central Indiana. Here's what's happening for the weekend of Friday, June 9th through Sunday, June 11th, 2023. This week's featured event gets loud and proud. Plus, there's more from the Wish TV community calendar. Let's make it a great weekend and find out what's going on in the community.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/Wondery.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale, up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Our featured event of the week is the centerpiece of Pride Month. I talked to Shelley Snyder, the director of Indy Pride, for a special Pride Month episode of In the Community.
The big weekend, right? So, on Saturday we have our 2 biggest events of the year. So we have our Indy Pride Parade, which happens on Mass Ave. The parade will begin at 10. Right now, we're sitting at about 160 units in the parade, making us one of the largest parades in the entire city. Last year, we had more than 60,000 people come down to Indianapolis to watch this event, and we've had to extend the parade route to make sure that we can get everybody in safely. We're going to have possibly a race car in this parade. We're going to have a couple of marching bands. We're going to have some people walking on stilts, so some stilt walkers, and then lots of corporations apply to be in the parade. And it is where they will get together and they'll have matching shirts that have their company logo on it. And then they march in the parade to show that they are supportive of the LGBTQ plus community of Indianapolis, not just the city, but also especially the people who work in their organizations who identify as LGBTQ plus. So a big, huge event happening on Mass Ave. It is a free event. We are encouraging people to, line up further west on the parade route, things towards the east. So the parade starts at College and Mass, and so that intersection tends to get really busy. But if people want to bring their lawn chairs, bring their coolers, set up closer down towards Delaware, the parade will be going all the way down to Delaware, and then so you'll be able to see it from down there, and it won't be quite as crowded.
Yeah, and don't worry, all of the people in the parade, all of the entries will be just as jazzed to see the people at the end as they are at the beginning. They
are. Yeah, what's really great, so, I mentioned earlier I am a marching band person, and I have marched in marching band since I was in high school. And so I've marched this parade with the Pride of Indy bands every year from 2005 until the pandemic. And, it doesn't get old. Marching in that parade as you're walking down the street, you might get tired for a second or two, but as soon as you hear those crowds cheering for you and you see the joy on people's faces as they see people who are like them, it really lifts you up. It gets those endorphins moving.
It's a moving party. It's a party that goes for, what is it, a mile and a half?
About 7 blocks, but city blocks. So yeah.
Then the party continues at Military Park.
That's right.
Man. That's right. Talk about loud and proud. Indy Pride Festival is a great time.
It is so much fun. So this event, like you said, happens down at Military Park. Gates open at 11 a.m. We go all the way to 11 p.m. So it's a huge, massive event. We have lots of things set up around the festival space for people. So, the big thing that usually draws people to this event is that we have 3 stages. And so on these stages, we're going to have a variety of artists. And so we'll have our DJ stage, we will have our community stage, and then we will also have our main stage. And so this year on our main stage, we're going to be having Deborah Cox as one of our headliners.
Nice.
And Saucy Santana will be one of our other headliners. We're very excited about them. And, just to give some love to our community stage, this stage is specifically for people who maybe are on the younger side. So people who are performing on that stage, we are making sure that they are, performing at like the PG level so that we don't offend anybody. So we'll have a couple of bands that will be performing on that stage. We will also have some drag queens performing on that stage, material that is PG in nature. And we're going to have a drag queen story hour that is PG in nature, just to, make sure that people who maybe are a little younger or, queer families who want to bring their children to the event have a space where they can be that maybe it's not so adult focused.
Yeah, it can get kind of intense sometimes in certain parts of the venue, but it's all in good fun. And
that's right.
And let's not forget about the vendors too. There's going to be hundreds of vendors.
Listen, Alan, we have the most vendors we have ever had signed up already. We have had to put people on a wait list because we are so at capacity now. So thanks to a wonderful donation by IUPUI, we are able to use what we call the South Meadow, which is that grassy area just west of Military Park and south of Heron School of Art. Mm-hmm. And so we are almost doubling our space this year. And so we have moved, So we've moved our vendor locations from being right inside Military Park to over into the South Meadow, and we have more than 300 vendors signed up right now.
And so how many of those are food?
Right. Well, so food, we have tripled the amount of food vendors that we have. So that's even in addition to the 300 vendors that we have. So we are really expanding to make sure that we take care of the crowd. I think that's a good thing. Yes. We do too. I mean, man, all of those people, it's crazy down there. Right. But again, it's all in good fun. Everybody is cool. Right. I've not seen anybody have a beef with anybody at Pride Festival. It's among the most accepting places that I've ever been. I love that. I'm so glad you feel that, because that's the mood we're trying to set for people. And, we do understand that sometimes a festival of this magnitude can become a little overwhelming. So we have set up a space at the festival that is specifically for people who want to, get out of the sun and get out of the loud, get out of the crowds. And so we're calling this our, sanctuary space where people can come and they can just sit and they can be quiet. We will have some mental health professionals on site to talk to people in that space if they need help calming down. We will have some coloring pages for people if they just need to, be introverted for a little while and remove themselves from that big, hectic hustle and bustle. You can check out our whole conversation about everything going on during Pride Month on the special Pride Month episode and on the Wish TV community calendar. Downtown Olly's is starting Pride Week off right with the Pride Block Party. There is no cover to enter. Enjoy live entertainment, games, and a real carnival atmosphere. Live entertainment will be featuring Pride music, the Juan Douglas Trio, and drag performances with representatives from different Friday night drag shows. There will be a dunk tank sponsored by Indy's only all-drag entertainer improv comedy troupe, Pink Slip. Tito's Vodka will be sponsoring a drag race contest. And make sure to check out the Crown Royal Cafe. You must be 21 to enter with a valid ID. Now let's head west for our next event. The 2023 Special Olympics State Summer Games are being held this weekend in Terre Haute. Nearly 3,000 athletes and unified partners from across the state will be competing on the campuses of Indiana State and Rose Hulman for 3 days of competition and achievement, friendship and fun, ceremony and celebration. The 2023 Summer Games will offer competition in Olympic-type sports like bocce, bowling, cycling, powerlifting, swimming, track and field, and volleyball.
The theme for the 53rd Annual Summer Games is Everyday Champions, which is inspired by the film The Best We've Got, the Carl Erskine story. Being a champion isn't always about winning a gold medal or performing well in the final seconds of the game. It's about the actions we take every day, always competing to the best of our abilities, demonstrating good sportsmanship, supporting teammates, and helping everyone feel like a winner. If you get a chance, it's definitely worth your while to check out these extraordinary athletes. The Plainfield Guilford Township Public Library's All Together Now community art begins Friday from 12:30 to 1:30 and continues each Friday through July 14th. Each week they'll feature a different art project and assemble it to make an interactive town by the end of Summer Reading Club 2023. Chalk the Block is happening Friday, June 9th from 3 to 5 p.m. at the Kokomo Howard County Public Library main branch. Everyone is welcome to this chalk extravaganza. Cover the parking lot and sidewalks in chalk art and let your creativity soar. An event that I look forward to is the Indy Library Store book sale. I can't tell you how many books I have from there, and every time I go, I get dozens more at a great price. It starts on Friday with the Friends sale for active Friends of the Library card holders. Saturday through Tuesday, everyone can buy used and like-new books and other items at discounted prices. Proceeds support library programs and services through the Indianapolis Public Library Foundation. Saturday, June 10th at Williams Park in Brownsburg, the 31st annual B&O Bicycle Tour, sponsored by Hendricks Regional Health, will showcase portions of the B&O Trail from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., including a newly paved section as well as the scenic countryside. You can choose from 12, 16, 25, 45, or 66-mile loops. After the ride, stick around for lunch and some live music. Kids 13 to 18 years cost $25, and kids 12 and under are free. The 20th Annual Slamology Automotive and Music Festival returns to Lucas Oil Raceway Park on Saturday and Sunday, presented by Gauge Magazine and Sky High Car Audio and co-sponsored by Kicker Performance Audio. This highly anticipated annual automotive event for the whole family highlights the latest and greatest in customizing vehicles and car audio. It's the largest gathering of custom vehicles anywhere and a premier gathering of car enthusiasts in the U.S. that offers exciting automotive contests throughout the weekend. Live music, a massive vendor midway, and more, and it's loud. The event weekend attracts fans from across the globe and in recent years has attracted more than 2,000 custom vehicles. Do you know about Jared's Epic Blaster Battle? It's the world's largest foam-flinging family event featuring more than 15 themed battles over 4 hours inside Lucas Oil Stadium, and it's coming this Saturday. Additional activities include a costume contest, end zone activations, vendor areas, and more. Participate in a 4-hour series of amazing toy blaster battles like never before. Play with your own blaster toys on the Lucas Oil Stadium field. Meet your favorite Toy Blaster YouTube personalities, get hands-on with pre-release Toy Blaster items, and take home exclusive merchandise, collectibles, surprises, and more. The Indy 11 take on Hartford Athletics Saturday at 7 p.m. at home in Carroll Stadium. If you can't make it in person, you can watch the match live on MyIndy TV 23. Circle City Sound, Indy's own premier men's chorus, has been serving our community in song since 1948. That's a rich heritage of 75 years of songs and friends. The theater at the Avon Middle School South will host the concert this year and will feature not only the award-winning chorus, but several chapter quartets as well. And you won't want to miss performances by the Brouhaha and Instant Classic Quartets. Come celebrate Circle City Sound's birthday as they fill your evening with song. And get ready to immerse yourself in the vibrant sights, sounds, and flavors of Italy at the upcoming Italian Street Festival, taking place on June 9th and 10th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Holy Rosary Church at 520 Stevens Street. This event is a celebration of all things Italian, and best of all, admission and parking are completely free. Enjoy the extensive selection of authentic Italian cuisine available at the festival. From classic dishes like pasta and pizza to mouth-watering desserts like cannoli, you don't want to miss the cannoli, and gelato. There's something to satisfy every palate. Indulge in the rich flavors and culinary traditions that have made Italian cuisine world-renowned. No Italian festival is complete without the perfect accompaniment, wine. Raise a glass and toast to the festivities with a variety of fine Italian wines that will transport you to the vineyards of Tuscany or the rolling hills of Sicily. Sample a range of reds, whites, and rosés expertly selected to complement the delectable dishes on offer. As you savor the delicious food and wine, the festival will be alive with the sounds of live music. Immerse yourself in the lively rhythms and melodies of Italian music performed by talented musicians who will transport you straight to the streets of Italy. Whether you're a fan of traditional Italian folk music or prefer the infectious beats of modern Italian pop, there will be something for everyone to enjoy. The Italian Street Festival will be an unforgettable experience filled with the warmth and hospitality that Italy is renowned for. It's the perfect opportunity to gather with friends and family, indulge in fantastic food and drink, and create lasting memories. These are just a few of the events you'll find on the Wish TV community calendar. If you need more information about these events, want to check out other events, or have an event you'd like to share, go to the community section of wishtv.com and click on the community calendar. To keep up on everything going on, make sure you follow this show and follow Wish TV on Facebook. I'm Wish TV's Events Manager Allan Haw, and I'll be back again next week to help you plan a great weekend within the community on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From Wish TV, this is In the Community. Discover more and learn more about what's happening in Indy and surrounding areas at wishtv.com.
And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.